Take a look at this. This is the exact way we focus on one thing without noticing what happens around us. You're probably well aware that this little gadget influences us. But how? Attention. What is this mysterious thing? In easy terms, when we pay attention, we focus on something, and that becomes important for us. Look. This object, exactly, became a little more important for you the moment I paid your attention to it. This is how we use our attention to distinguish one thing from the other. In our digital age, attention is a very valuable asset. We face a lot of advertisements from big companies that fight for a chance to interest us. My name is Daniyar. Today, in my speech, I would like to answer 3 questions. What is attention? How is it being used? And why is it even important? Let me first start with a little bit of background story. Not a very long time ago, I decided to check the amount of time I spent online. I was truly astonished to realize that there was one day when I wasted 11 hours using my phone, and I unlocked it more than 100 times. I was not only surprised, but also sad. At that moment, I started my own research, and I wanted to answer the question, why could something like this even happen? And I'll be very glad to share some of my findings with you. At the beginning of my research, I just wanted to find out what is attention overall. And there was one really good article that I found which divides attention into 3 dimensions. Selective attention, concentration, and divided attention. First, selective attention. Let me give you an example. Could you please tell me your name? Gideon. If I call you Diana or any other name, you're not likely to respond. However, if I tell you your name, you will react immediately. Our selective attention helps us to distinguish things subconsciously. But we can control it as well. Imagine if you are at a party. The music is very loud, and you have a friend standing next to you, and you are dancing. If you want to hear your friend and listen to their voice, you will use your selective attention to distinguish the voice from the loud music. Second, concentration. Daily, we concentrate on a lot of different things. We go here, go there, try to be here all at the same time. We play sports, video games, we read books, we listen to music. Even right now, you concentrate on my speech. Concentration basically allows us to gather all our attention into one place. Third, divided attention. This allows us to share our attention between several processes. Let me see, do we have people who love to eat and watch video at the same time? Can you raise your hand? Exactly, we all do this. And our divided attention helps us a lot with that. Now that you understand, we use our attention all the time, and it's very important. But it's not only important for ourselves. Our attention is being used online. Hear me out. Do you pay for social media? Exactly, it's free. We don't pay for it. If a product is free, then you are a product. Our attention is a product in this case. And that makes so much sense. Whenever we go to social media, we see an advertisement, and when we watch it, when we pay our attention to it, someone on the other end receives money for that. The algorithm in the internet works in a way to keep us engaged. So I can't blame you for losing your attention. Let's talk about another scenario. Have you been in a situation like this? There is one really good product that you wanted to buy, a dress, a book, a mouse, or a new phone that you really want to purchase. And then you talk about this product with your friends, you discuss it in the WhatsApp groups, and you spread information about this product. And then you go to social media and you see, boom, there's an advertisement exactly with this product, and you want to buy it. Sounds familiar, isn't it? Algorithm uses us and want us to be engaged. And if our attention is so valuable for someone else out there, why do we not value it ourselves? Even at this moment, you use 3 dimensions of your attention. You use concentration to focus on my speech and try to understand what is it that I am explaining. You use your divided attention to spread it between me, microphone, your friends. Even these letters seem tempting for you because they're red, the color of attention. And you use your selective attention if someone texts you and you receive a notification. And this is interesting. When we receive a notification, our selective attention helps us to distinguish the sound and react immediately. Let's say when we receive a message, there is usually a very clickable and tempting button that we want to press immediately and see, oh, what's in there? What is so interesting? I received something. And we all do this daily. We want to be there, want to be here, all at the same time, spreading our attention. Have you heard of the term multitasking?
Yes.
Multitasking is basically completing several things at once. Or is it really? What if I tell you that multitasking is a very big myth of our age? You probably wouldn't believe me, because we all do this. We think that if we do everything at the same time, then we do this in the most efficient way. But let's do a quick demonstration. Could you please all raise your hands? Both of them. Can you draw a circle with one of your hands? Draw a circle. And then with another hand, draw a triangle. Try to do it at the same time. It is nearly impossible to accomplish. For our brain, it's really hard to do 2 things or more at the same time without losing efficiency in the process. But we still do this. We still try to eat and watch a video, try to walk and listen to the music, talk to our friends and listen to my speech. We still do this. But even right now, if I tell you, stop multitasking, this is not the only problem. Do you know what is attention span? Well, I'll tell you. Attention span is the amount of time we can focus on one object before we get distracted. And this attention span is believed to be decreasing dramatically. Well, how can it not be? There are so many things that are very interesting that we pay our attention to so that we cannot focus properly on one. Well, multitasking is the way to fail everything at once, not to complete. And I could tell you a lot of different tips, how to improve it, how to increase your attention span, but I'm not a psychologist. Fortunately, I'm not an expert myself to explain you how our brain works. But I want to share one interesting and fabulous idea that I find useful in my own life. Ask yourself a question. If your doctor told you right now that you were gonna die in just 6 months, what would you do? What are the things will you pay attention to? Will you leave KIMEP? Will you talk to your friends? Will you go outside? Will you find a job? Or will you do something else? The idea is as follows. The world is in small, little, beautiful things. So please, take your time. Do not hurry. Focus on one thing at once and do not waste your attention. Thank you.